Good morning. Welcome back. Something a little bit new here. So this is just kind of a Patreon update for you guys, video form instead of the text. It makes it a little easier for me to describe some of the things I want to talk about here. First thing I want to discuss is I've kind of talked about it a little bit. The end of May, so like 2 days from now, I am locking down the shipment level subscribers. So your soul and your throw level. I want to be able to do some projects here later this year that I need to have the maximum amount. So if for some reason we lose some subscribers, it's still okay. I'll just have a couple extra units for that month. But I need to put a cap. So because I'm going to make a certain number of yo-yos for these shipments based on the number of subscribers we have at the end of May, and having that be the cap throughout the rest of the year. So the idea will be, instead of like whatever Patreon exclusive, where then we have quite a few extras that people can grab, and then maybe even another colorway that I release on Patreon, these specific drops are going to be much more specific to just those members of the Shipment Club levels. Just makes it a little bit more of a special item that you can only get for being a member. That really hasn't been something that we've done yet. We've had it so you can only get it while being a Patreon member, but we really haven't had anything that's been so limited that it's only been for those shipment members. So I kind of just want to give them an exclusive item every once in a while coming up here, that the only way you were able to get it was basically having your commitment throughout the year or whatever it was. And that's not specifically true either. It's not like I'm only giving it to people that were subscribed in May. It's going to be for whatever month those people subscribed, because when somebody pops out, somebody new can pop in, but it still keeps that max. Let's just call that number as 50. There's going to be a max of 50 of this exclusive item, and it's only going out to those members that have subscribed to a YoYo shipment tier. Now, as always, there probably will be one or two extra, and I'll see what to do with those, but there won't be most likely a large claim like there has been for colorways or anything like that. Just because I do have to order a few extras to make sure I cover the bases for B grades or trash grades. Also, the reason for the cap here is trying to create a titanium yo-yo that down the road we're going to have as a dual month shipment. That did pass, and it's not going to be like a titanium herdsman. It's going to be a new design specific for titanium, and we'll talk about the logistics a little bit when it comes due, but it'll be, say it's going out for our December shipment, and it can go out on January 1st or whenever I see, so it would probably be the prior, so it would probably ship at the end of December for your November and December members. So that way, if you remember, for 2 months, you're getting this one titanium yo-yo. There will be some more complications to it. Say somebody hopped in December, somebody left December and only paid for half the month, and I'll figure those things out. But just that's part of the reason I'm letting you guys know for the cap. So we talked a lot about it. Anyways, so most of you, it's not going to matter. You're already in. You enjoy it. But just letting you guys know that there is going to be the cap. That's all there is, so I can plan these other projects out. A cap of the monthly subscribers. As you probably saw, the council is here, and I showed off the Gotham colorway. It's a blue-black acid wash with the yellow rims. So the council's here. It is not going to be your April shipment. It's going to be a little bit till we get to the council shipment, but I'm going to put a little Google form in this post as well for anybody that wants to be in the drawing for the Gotham council. It's going to be the first one going out. So we'll post that up, Patreon only, for this lottery. I don't want the first council that was created kind of through the design team to then be a public drop. It's going to be just a lottery for Patreon members. Last thing I want to talk about here today is Extreme Home Makeover. Well, kind of. Jake's Yo-Yo Makeover. In the comments below, you can let me know what your favorite yo-yos are that you would want to see reworked, made over, given some G2 Jake design flair. So It doesn't even have to be your favorite yo-yos. It might just be a yo-yo that you thought you were going to like and you didn't, and you'd like to see it redesigned. But the idea here is I'm going to take the guts of the house, the bones of the house, and redesign it and see what happens. Just like you go into a house and you keep the guts and redesign it. So that's what we're going to do with the some yo-yos. So whatever yo-yo you want to throw out there. You throw out the shutter. I'm going to try and keep the bones of the yo-yo. So most likely keep the width and the diameter pretty spot on, and shaping wise will not change much, because I kind of like, you can put some shingles, or yeah, some shingles, some siding. You can adjust the outside a little bit, but the house needs to be mostly intact when you're giving it a makeover. So that's the plans here. Weight distribution will be a big thing. Ideally, this is going to be a yo-yo I can find to get like a Let's Cut a Yo-Yo version and see how they had the weight distribution throughout the yo-yo, and then see how I want to adjust it for how I want to make it over, give it the makeover. So in the comments on the Patreon page under here, don't do it on the YouTube, but do it on the Patreon post, either a yo-yo you'd like to see made over, or one of your favorites that you would like to see kind of redone. So it doesn't necessarily have to be one you've already liked. It could be, like I said, something that you didn't like and thought you would, and you want to see it adjusted, made over. And we'll see how this project goes. I'll try and create little videos to go along with the whole process of the redesign, what I changed and why. So hopefully a little more in-depth behind the scenes for designing yo-yos, a little bit of my theory and practice that I've gotten through a whole bunch of experience now. So like whatever, 14 years? 14 years designing yo-yos now. That's wild. Anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble. Thanks for being on the Patreon page. I'm going to continue to do my best to provide great value. That's all I've got for you. Thanks for tuning in.